Hey there guys, just doing a little video for the fights this Saturday from Manchester. I'm looking forward to the bill, it should be quite good. There's 5 big fights in that card, so I'm just going to do a little preview for them just now. First one I'll kick off with is Sergey Rabchenko against Cedric Vitou. I think there's a couple of titles at stake here, so it should be quite an interesting one to kick off. In my eyes, I can only see one winner, and that is Rabchenko. He's impressed me with a couple of these fights that he had. He had a fight last year against Bradley Price. I was expecting Price to maybe win that fight because I didn't know much about Rabchenko at that time. But Rabchenko took the fight to Price and he beat him in points. Then he fought Ryan Rhodes his last time out. He actually got hurt. I think it was the first or the second round he got hurt, Rabchenko, and he would that punch would have finished any light middleweight, but Rabchenko took it when he came back, and I think he stopped Rhodes round 7, I think it was. An excellent body shot. I remember after the fight, Ryan Rhodes got interviewed and he told us all that I'm going to retire and all that, and he told Sky Sports that that was one of the best body shots that he'd ever been hit with in his boxing career. So I think that's something to go on as well. Rabchenko's got good power, and as for his opponent, don't know anything about him at all. I know I seen one clip of him on YouTube against a guy called Hamlet Petrosian, who isn't very good either, but that's the only half decent name on Vitou's record. He lost a majority decision to that guy. Vitou's a southpaw, same as Ryan Rhodes. Might make it tricky for Rabchenko in the first couple of rounds, but in my opinion, I think Rabchenko will get him out of there maybe round 6 or 7, maybe the same round as Ryan Rhodes. I'll go for round 7. I'll pick Rabchenko in this fight. Can't see any way that Vitou can beat Rabchenko at all. If he does, I'll be very, very surprised. I know Rabchenko's been training with Hatton on his comeback. I'll talk about that. That'll be the last fight I'll talk about, is the Hatton fight. So I know Rabchenko's been training with him for this, so that should be a good one. I don't even know what order the fights are going to come on Saturday night, but this is the way I'm just going to put them on for my video just now. I've got a bit of paper next to me just for all the fights. I've not got any information written down. I'm just going to have a quick look. The next fight is Martin Murray against Jorge Navarro. I'll start with Navarro first. Never seen him before. Don't know what he's like. I know he's unbeaten in 12, and I think he's stopped 9 or 10 opponents, but who has he stopped? He's stopped nobody. He's not stopped anybody in name. They've all been scrubs, journeymen. So I think he's up against it on Saturday. We all know Martin Murray, he's a good boxer, good body puncher, excellent body puncher in fact. Got robbed against Sturm, Felix Sturm over in Germany. He got a draw, but I think he won that by about 3 points. So he was unfortunate that night. But this fight's not going to go more than 5 rounds. I don't see no way. I'm going to pick a round here. I'll just pick a round anyway, but I don't want any to have a bet on it. I don't want to get the blame off anybody in YouTube, so I'll go for Martin Murray round 3 to stop this guy. I think it'll be probably be a body shot that he'll stop him with, because he's quite vicious with his body shots. So that's the second fight that I'll predict on. Just having a wee peek at my paper again there. The third fight I'm going to predict on is, I think, is going to be the best fight of the night, and that is Gary Buckland against Stephen Foster Jr. I'm going to have a big prediction here, and I'm going to have an upset win for Stephen Foster. I know some of you might not agree with me, some might not, but I'm going to go for Stephen Foster in this fight. I've just got a feeling that this is going to be his time now. I think this will be his last chance for a major title. I think he's going to do it on Saturday. I know Buckland's a great boxer, excellent work rate, coming here for the full 12 rounds, but in Gary Buckland's last fight, he got floored off of I don't even know what his name was. I think he was Dutch. He got floored off at him, and he looked quite hurt. So I know Buckland had an amazing fight with John Murray last year, so I think he might cut up as well. So I'm going to go for Stephen Foster. I'll go for Stephen Foster late. Maybe round 10 or 11, I'll pick Stephen Foster to win. He's going to be a big underdog for that fight, so I think if I've got any spare cash lying about, I think I'll go to the bookmakers and have a wee bet on Stephen Foster late. See if I can get any of the group round betting, maybe like 7-12 for Stephen Foster to win, so that should be quite a good price. I think he'll be a big underdog for that fight. That's the main one I'm looking forward to. When you look at my paper, I'll remember these last two anyway. This next one is a rematch between Scott Quigg and Rendell Munro. It's not had half of the amount of attention that it had first time around for this fight. I know a couple of people on YouTube have said that as well in their videos that I've seen. They've not had any coverage yet at all. The fight started off the last time. Munro was pressuring Quigg. Quigg was blocking everything that Munro was throwing and countering them quite precisely. I think it's going to carry on that way. Munro got cut in that first fight, and it was a really bad cut. I think he required numerous stitches to his eye. So that's a possibility that could reopen in this fight. I'll make a prediction anyway. I'll pick Scott Quigg in round 10 or 11 to stop Rendell Munro. I know Munro's never been stopped before, but Quigg might not stop him with body shots or a headshot either. It might get stopped in the cut, reopening. We don't know. So Quigg's quite good with his body shots as well. So that might play a factor. If he hits him to the body early, that might slow Munro down later on in the fight. He might get to him. But I know Scott Quigg's been floored before from Jamie Arthur. That was a bit of a surprise when he got floored, because I was expecting Quigg to walk through him that night and finish him in a few rounds, but I think he beat him in six or seven rounds. Quigg beat him, so I was shocked that he got floored as well, because Arthur wasn't a big puncher. But the way the first fight started the last time, Quigg looked as if he was taking control straight away for the first round, so I think that's the way it's going to go this time. I think Scott Quigg got offered I don't even know what kind of award it was. Was it a Young Boxer of the Year award? I'm not too sure on that. He got offered an award anyway. I think it was last month or the month before. So I think he'll be out to prove why he won that award on Saturday, and he'll go out with a good performance. And for the last fight, it is the Ricky Hatton comeback. Me and my fiancée watched the show on Channel 5 last night about what happened with the Mayweather fight and the Pacquiao fight, and he's training for this one. He seemed quite rigorously training for this fight to really put on a good show. I think he's been out for 4 years now, and he was saying that he'd ballooned up to like 15, 16 stone, and he's coming down to this weight for Saturday. And he was saying that people might say it's too soon and all that, and you're having to lose all this weight and you're going to be weight drained. he seemed to think he's going to be great for the Saturday night. So Rabchenko, I'm talking crap here. Senchenko, he is quite a tall guy. I think he's 5'10", 5'11" for the weight. He gets stopped off of who I like to call Mr. Powder Puncher, Mr. Paulie Malignaggi, last time. I think Malignaggi would have won anyway, but he got the stoppage because I think it was a cut in Senchenko's eye. That wasn't a very good performance by Senchenko. I think he's got an excellent jab. I seen him last night in the Ricky Hatton show. Ricky Hatton's trainer Bob Shannon went to see Senchenko on the pads, and he was lightning quick with his jab. Good right hand over the top as well. So I think the style that Hatton's got is made for the style that Senchenko's got. It's going to be a great fight. Hatton, we all know, has got the excellent body shots. We all know Hatton cuts up as well, so if he gets cut, that'll make it more interesting as well. But he's been cut before; he'll be used to it. I'm going to go for Ricky Hatton in round 8 or 9 to stop Senchenko. Body shots, it will probably be body shots that he'll beat him with. The accumulation of punches that he throws is awesome. I'm expecting him to come out the way that he used to come out. Not so much gung-ho, but like bobbing and weaving in with the body shots up against the ropes, pushing the opponent up, body shots. I'm expecting that Ricky Hatton to come out on Saturday night and prove a point. I know the fight that everybody wants to see is Kell Brook against Ricky Hatton. I wouldn't have a clue who to pick if that fight came about. But Ricky Hatton's got to get past Senchenko on Saturday night first. So that's my video, guys. I want to say a big thanks to my few of you that have subscribed to me over the past few days. That's been great, and thanks to No Holes Barred, Ryan, and Box Pred as well for their contribution. I'm just getting used to all this video stuff, so I'm going to be putting a few more on, hopefully quite a few more for the big fights like every weekend. So I just want to say a big thanks to the people that have supported me and helped me with this. So let me know what you think, guys. Cheers.